What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, it's your boy Juan right here, and we're back. Another quick Club Cash Fund video, guys. And what kind of inspired me to create this video is an interesting question I've gotten this week. And as a matter of fact, I've probably been on the phone with at least 100 people this week from all over the world. And the most interesting question I got is in regards to Club Cash Fund. And this question was so funny, it almost made me chuckle, right? I think a lot of people who are divesting or wanting to divest from corporate America, the 9-to-5 corporate slave system, et cetera, et cetera. We all know the story. We all know where that journey begins, and we all know where it ends. I don't think that's any enigma or mystery to anyone anymore. But one of the things that I want to address is the question that I was asked, and we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to talk about the mindset that's really required, to dwell in entrepreneurship, the mindset that's really required even to make a little money in this industry requires a mind shift, right? Or a mental, what I like to call a mental transmission. So it's actually shifting the way you think, shifting your mentality from one phase to another. And that's really, really important. You cannot get involved in any affiliate program, in any business, and any home-based business, any MLM, direct mail business, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, with the same mindset that you have in the 9-to-5 corporate world. It does not work. You literally have to make a quantum change in thinking. And that's the part that's difficult for most people. And actually, to be honest with you guys, making a change in thinking is relatively easy to do. The problem that I believe most people have is the influences, a lot of those being negative, right? So it's the negative influences that orbit around their life that have so much influence on each individual's motivations, intentions, and their decisions in life. And that's so important, guys. But the question I was asked in regards to Club Cash Fund is whether or not the business was still prosperous, still paying out. Is Club Cash Fund dead? And it literally almost made me chuckle, right? Let me ask you guys a question. For those of you that have been doing research on Club Cash Fund, for those of you that have been doing research on direct mail, perhaps a lot of you have been looking for some additional ways to create some income from home. You stumbled across Club Cash Fund. Perhaps some of you that are even watching this video now are kind of on the tippy totter whether or not you want to get involved. Let's get back to the question first before I move into this next section of the video. So I was asked whether or not Club Cash Fund was dead, and I thought that was extremely interesting, right? If McDonald's stopped serving hamburgers and Happy Meals tomorrow, would McDonald's be dead? Right? So if McDonald's stopped serving Happy Meals, would McDonald's be dead? Right? Right now, we're towards the end of August. We're moving into the holiday season, which is one of my favorite times of the year. I actually start my Christmas shopping in January. I continue my Christmas shopping throughout the entire year so that I can kind of avoid the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. You guys are crazy if you think I'm going to be in these lines and in all these stores wearing a mask over my face is just beyond me. So no, guys. More than half of my Christmas shopping is actually already done, but that's besides the point. The point is, as we move into this holiday season, a lot of people are going to make some decisions on whether or not how they want their, or some of the things to do, or how they want their 2021 to turn out, because most of you, 90% of the world, 95% of the world would probably want to transition or have a major change from their life experience in 2020 moving into 2021. The bad news is that those 90 to 95% of the people are going to be extremely disappointed in their outcome, because the chances are for most people 2021 is actually going to be worse than 2020, because you got to understand something, guys. It's about having a transition in mindset. You cannot take the corporate mindset into the realm of entrepreneurship. It just does not work. It's like trying to connect Legos to Connects. Remember the old Connects? You just, if you want to build Connects, you got to build Connects. If you want to build Legos, you got to build Legos. Two separate worlds right here, ladies and gentlemen. But here's my point. My point is, as we move into the holiday season, New Year's and whatnot, thousands of people are going to be buying gym memberships. Same thing they did at the beginning of this year in the hopes of transforming their lives with the same mentality. So, as we come into January, February, by the time you hit March, you could shoot a damn bazooka through just about every gym in the country, every gym in the world, and 90%, if not more, close to 95% of those people who said, hey, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to lose the 10 pounds I've been wanting to lose. Everybody's heard the stories, but those people have literally been wiped off the face of the earth, and there's nobody in these gyms. So all those people have given up on themselves. All them people have kind of scrapped their goals and whatnot. So does that mean gyms are dead? Right? Think about that for a second. Does that mean gyms are dead? So if 95% of people buy gym memberships, right, go to the gym for maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months maybe, give it up. Oh, I don't have the time for, us human beings. We're absolutely magicians when it comes to coming up with excuses. We can literally pull not rabbits out of the hat, but excuses out of the hat of why we can't do something, why we shouldn't do something, why the timing isn't right. A whole world of excuses. But does that mean gyms are dead? So getting back to Club Cash Fund and asking whether or not Club Cash Fund is dead or not is almost is actually kind of ludicrous to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand something. Club Cash Fund, like any other legitimate business, like any other legitimate program, like any other legitimate direct mail program, like any gym membership purchase, anything like that, it requires you taking action. Right? And consistent action. So when we talk about a business like Club Cash Fund, we're talking about a business that requires only a one-time $100 investment, kind of similar to what gyms do towards the end of the year. They run all these crazy promotions. They run these programs and whatnot. They got everything going on. Hey, sign up free, this and that. Gym memberships, they literally sell hundreds of thousands of gym memberships during these last few months of the year, going into the new year. And 90% of those, if not more, I might be a little bit conservative with the 90% number, but guys, it's crazy. But 90% of those individuals quit or stop. Does that make gyms dead? Or the idea of getting fit dead? Does that make the idea of getting fit, taking care of your body, becoming more prosperous from a health standpoint, does that make that entire idea dead? Absolutely not. So, like anything else, Club Cash Fund is a real business that requires real action takers, that requires a shift of mindset from that employee mindset to the entrepreneur mindset, guys. And a lot of that has to do with, hey, there's not going to be, or there may not be someone there to hold your hand all the time. There may not be necessarily someone that's going to, be in your face every morning, or be that reflection in the mirror when you go out and brush your teeth, et cetera, et cetera. There's not going to be somebody to really push you, or most people don't really have somebody to really push them to where they're consistent enough to start seeing some actual real results. There have been many people in Club Cash Fund who got involved in the business that have made great incomes within 6, 8, 12-month period, who have just completely just stopped building the business for whatever reason. And that's okay. But my point is this: as one of the fastest growing teams in all of Club Cash Fund, bringing members in my Club Cash Fund business every single week. Yes, every single week. The reasons I'm able to do that is because I am extremely, not just passionate about what it is that I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm extremely, consistent in my efforts to build and grow my business. There is absolutely nothing on my YouTube channel, nothing that I'm not actively building. Not going to continue to actively build, et cetera, et cetera. I get bombarded with the questions all the time. Hey, Juan, how do you dominate in Club Cash Fund? Hey, Juan, how do you dominate in this? How do you dominate in that? Guys, I'm not special. I just specifically follow special instructions, and those instructions are simply my goals. So I follow those, and I follow those on a daily basis. That's how winning is done. Club Cash Fund is a $100 one-time investment, right? $100 one-time investment, no monthly fees, right? So it's kind of like going to, your local Sam's Club over here in California. We have Sam's Clubs, Costco's, those things are everywhere. Walmarts, etc., going to buy a weightlifting set, right? So that's a one-time purchase. Now, what you do with that weightlifting set after you purchase it is completely tied to your ability to stay consistent and your specific goals, whatever results you want from that particular weightlifting set. How many people purchase treadmills and weights, etc., just to have them sit in the garage or their sheds all year to collect dust, and then they sell them, do whatever. The person that buys them or the people that buy them, right, on the secondhand market, they actually do the same thing, so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that's no different in this industry. There are thousands of people that get involved in this industry. They get involved with some remarkable companies that have amazing 20, 30, even 40-year track records, right? People get in and they quit in 2-3 weeks, a month or whatever, and then say that the business is dead. Wow, right? That's the type of mentality that exists out here in the world. But I'm here to tell you guys that if you're doing some research on Club Cash Fund, if you're doing some research on direct mail, tons, and I'm talking about literally in droves by the hundreds of thousands of people who are wanting or looking to get involved in the home-based business industry right now because of the failing corporate 9-to-5 slave system. One of the best pieces of advice I can ever give you guys is that listen to this, and if you have access to a pencil or paper, you might want to write this down. Yes, it's one of the best pieces of advice I can give you guys, and remember this always, is effort only seems out of proportion to reward, but it never is. Effort only seems out of proportion to reward, but it never is. When I first got involved in this industry over a decade ago and had my first $500 day, I knew the absolute worst case scenario for me in this industry was that I was going to become a multimillionaire. That was it. I was not going to stop. I was going to remain consistent. I was going to remain consistent until I got the end result, and then I was going to then build and create from there. And that process has never stopped with me, and a lot of that has been contributed, or my success has been contributed to a lot of that process. You see, you can get to a point in your business, ladies and gentlemen, to where you can literally have your business become a scientific process. I know exactly what I'm bringing in on a daily basis. Everything about my business, my growth, my personal development, my mental, everything is quantified into data so that I can track everything. So I reduce everything into little pieces of data, and that's how I'm able to win. That's how winning is done. Get involved in Club Cash Fund, stay consistent, promote your business, share your business, talk about your business like you talk about Cardi B and Louis Vuitton and TMZ and all that other nonsense out there in the world, and you will absolutely grow and have massive success. So it's all about where you put your energy and focus at, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're doing research on Club Cash Fund, looking at the business, the very first step is to click on the first link in the description below. Take 2 minutes out of your busy schedule and request your 100% free Club Cash Fund kit. No matter where you live at in the country, you'll get that kit in just a few days. When you get the kit, tear it open, read through the kit. You're going to be pretty impressed of the structure of this business, the transparency, how it works, how we get paid, the fact that we can earn every single week. You can build a pretty phenomenal income, and it doesn't take long to do that, guys. Club Cash Fund pays on 3 levels, infinitely wide. You can really put yourself in a situation to where your Christmas of 2021, even 2020, right? Even though we're only 3.5 months away from the holiday or whatever, but yes, I can promise you that if you treat your business, in this case Club Cash Fund, like a business, your Christmas of 2021 will probably be the best Christmas you've ever experienced for you and yours. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Is putting yourself in a position, as I say all the time, so that you guys can become the absolute provider on God's beautiful green earth. I hope this helped, guys. Stay focused. Get away from all the negative energy vampires out there. I mean, they're literally they're everywhere. It's time to get focused, guys. It's time to get serious about what you guys want. Treat your businesses like a business. Treat your Club Cash Fund business like a business. It is absolutely not dead. Club Cash Fund is in the best position it's probably ever been, right? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. More and more people every single day are looking at this opportunity or looking at other opportunities and for more ways to actually become prosperous and earn additional income from home without having to rely on this absolutely 100% failing corporate system. I'm gonna head out, guys, and have me some lunch. I hope you guys make the day absolutely majestic. Any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments section. For those of you that have just registered with Club Cash Fund or mailed in your $100 payment, click on the link below, the My Payment Status link, to actually track where your payment's at and whether or not that's been processed. Check your email for all your login credentials into your back office so that you can actually get access to your beautiful replicated site, built-in autoresponder, your marketing training, which is actually what Club Cash Fund's product is, right? Marketing training, teaching you guys how to become absolute better marketers. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll see you guys on the beaches of the world, the banks of the world, and I'll see you guys, of course, on the next video. Yes.